Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we've got a reading for you about somebody that feels like they've been let down by a person that they've respected for a long time. The first card out is You Inspire Me. Now, I think there are actually some people who will find this reading resonates, and this is not a love situation. This could actually be how you feel about a role model or somebody that you looked up to that you didn't know personally because of something that comes out about their behavior. I could think of several examples, but I'm not going to name them because this reading is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, guys? Hello, Jess, and hello, Key Controller. But the other two are I don't want to know and I trusted you. So I put you on this pedestal or viewed you in this, honorable way. And then now there's something that's come out to kind of shatter that image I had. And the trust I placed in you is in question at this point, or as a result of whatever happened. Hello there, Lighthouse. How are you doing? All right, let's call in Spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And we'll dive in we'll go with the Marigold Tarot. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. What's up, Grant? How's your day going? That's the thing that happens. Whew, yeah. Seven of Cups and the World. This may not be somebody you know because this is I fooled everyone. I put on a show, I had this illusion, I had this mask, and everyone believed it. Seven of Cups is about illusions. And this one is a little unusual. Most Seven of Cups cards will show you somebody trying to choose between a bunch of cups, but this is a bunch of skulls. I'm a chameleon, or I can, be who you feel I'm supposed to be. And I've been on a stage this whole time. Now, for some of you, this doesn't have to be somebody who's like, a celebrity, but this could be somebody who has, called themselves an influencer, because this could be about social media. This could be about the internet. There is a level of recognition that this person's name has, is what I'm going to leave it at. And they feel like they've been able to fool people in regards to reputation, who they are, what morals they have. Five of Cups and the reverse. The Lovers and the Eight of Swords. And there came a point where they were faced with a decision, a pretty significant, heavy decision. Not the decision you can make in like 10 minutes, right? You have to take at least a couple of days, maybe more like a couple of weeks. But this person felt like they couldn't resist whatever this temptation is. This could be corruption. This could be infidelity. This could be theft. They did something selfish and they knew they shouldn't have, but couldn't help it. Sorry. Hello, Chaz. How are you doing? Hello, Books. Hello, Shane. It's just the Matrix. No worries, Key Controller. What's up, Holy Yoga? I hope you're having a good day. The Eight of Swords makes me feel I made this decision knowing that it was probably going to be a problem at some point. But I couldn't help myself. It's like I'm on a really important diet. Maybe I'm trying to like hit a specific weight range for, I'm a wrestler or something, but I'm going to eat that cookie anyways. This is like caution to the wind. Eight of Rings in the reverse and the Devil in the reverse. And they try to put off a rather innocent facade, right? Or they clean it up, right? Everyone knows that I'm not 100% about work, but they don't necessarily know what that means. They don't really understand my extracurriculars. But Devil in the reverse, they do their best. And if they have a publicist, so do they, to maintain a pretty good image. What else do we have? The Sun and the Queen of Rings or Queen of Pentacles. This could be somebody who gets paid for online content or anything they create is seen by a large audience. But they have failed to keep this temptation that they gave into away from somebody's notice. So there could be an article written about this. There could be pictures or a video of it, but this is whatever you were trying to hide, whatever image you were trying to curate. It's not that anymore. I do feel like this person is wealthy, but do you notice how the Sun has, let's just call it a filled in circle, and the Queen of Pentacles has an empty circle? This feels to me like, see, look, I have all of these morals. And then you look again and they're like, no, I promise it's the same thing. No, it's empty. There's nothing there. You wanted me to believe that you were passionate about this, or that this was important to you, or that you wouldn't hurt somebody. You know, this is the image being shattered. Hello, Justin. Hello, Illuminati. Hello, Iron Butterfly. What's up, Razia? How are we doing today? We've got Ten of Swords in the reverse, Ace of Wands. This is the worst kind of betrayal. It's so hard for me not to say this person's name that I'm feeling like this mirrors or this follows. But this is, for some of you, about a person that wanted to be seen as like a pillar of morals, particularly with regards to how they have a family or how they treat their family. They may have tried to claim innocence where they were not innocent, because this Ten of Swords in the reverse often for me is about recovery after a difficult ending or betrayal. But this Ten of Swords in the reverse is more so like the worst thing that you could do to me. That's what you did. Or the worst thing you could do to ruin this image that you've created for yourself or built for yourself, right? What's up, Archetype? How you doing? Hello, Jane Doe. I hope you're having a good day. Ace of Cups right next to the Ace of Wands. So there's 4 aces, right? 78 cards. I like that they're both in the upright. But the problem is, this is somebody who was probably unfaithful. Somebody who was indulgent or maybe even a little bit selfish. The Chariot could be representative of somebody who walks away from their responsibilities. This could also represent an encounter with law enforcement. So maybe, partying a little bit too hard and they end up in jail. But this could also be about somebody who is stepping out. With the Ace of Cups, this could be, while the cat's away, the mice will play. I think that's the saying. 5 of Wands in the reverse, clarifying the Double in the reverse. It's a battle that no one thought this person was fighting. Something that everyone was confident this individual was solid on. That's how you feel. That's how you act. We believe that's true. Nope. I trusted you to be this person that you said you were. And now we know you are not that person. So this is the Meta Muse. Hello, upper echelon. I sure do appreciate you for gracing us with your presence, and Henry Rollins. What a guy. High Priestess in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse, and the Emperor in the reverse. Lord, that's heavy. Ooh, okay. This is difficult to accept because whoever this is, our Emperor in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles, they have a following. They have people that look up to them for what they share or whatever perspective is important to them. And it's like they toss that out the window, whatever they preach, and then they do exactly what they say you shouldn't do. So I watched lots of The Price is Right when I was, I don't know, in my 20s. And I don't know. I know Bob Barker definitely had some issues and was probably less than respectful to a lot of the people that he worked with. Rest in peace, nonetheless. But it would be, I think, appropriate to say if we found out that Bob Barker had a farm with a bunch of cats and dogs that had not been spayed or neutered, we'd all be like, what are you doing, Bob? The thing that you told me every single time was make sure that I get my cats and dogs spayed or neutered, and you're over here with like a bunch of, what's going on, man? That's this. This is exactly what you told me you were not, exactly what you said I could rely on you to be, is the opposite. So it's going to have a big impact. It's not just, I'm a good person, and then you find out, I'm fallible here, I have a past, or I did this. It's whatever I told you I was, you find out I am exactly not that. Emperor in the reverse. I claim to have control over something, but I have zero control over that. If this is somebody who has gained fame or a following because they have gone through some recovery program and have some inspirational commentary on sobriety, and then somebody finds them having basically been hiding the fact that they aren't sober, this like undermines what they're saying, right? Now, sobriety is a little bit different because that's a thing that can have some ups and downs. But this is, I want you to see me this way. Hope you don't find out I'm actually completely the opposite. Hello, Rachel. We've got Death in the reverse, Seven of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. So I had the opportunity, this Emperor in the reverse had the opportunity to call it. They had an exit ramp. They had an escape hatch. Maybe after they'd already made an initial mistake or kind of like ventured a little bit off the path. But it's like they said, in for a penny, in for a pound. I already did this. I might as well really live it up. It's a feeling of I've already tarnished my reputation. I'm already stuck. I'm already like gonna have consequences. So I guess at this point, why not? If you sneak out from your house and you're a teenager and your parents are trying to figure out where you are, but they have no idea where you are. And you're already at the party. You're like, I might as well just like stay for the rest of the party and get yelled at after, right? I might as well actually have the fun that I'm gonna get yelled at for. That's this person's line of reasoning. Already in trouble. Really maximize the value for this. Interesting approach, but not necessarily wise, because this is actually making things worse. They don't want to admit it, but it made it worse, right? With the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, we could look at that as a willingness to ignore one's intuition, knowing, oh, a little voice in the back of my head that's telling me I should probably leave, I should just go home, or I shouldn't do that. But let's just turn that off. I can't hear you. So we have some shock because somebody who is kind of preaching about their ability to live a better life is dealing with a scandal that shows they're not as great as they claim to be. They're not as focused. Hello, Brian. Hello. Can I call you Carlos? Or should I call you 24? Thelemite? So this is just a tough spot. And I do feel like it's fairly public. I do feel like there are people judging them that don't even know this person. King of Cups, Tower in the reverse. There's an attempt to soften the blow or make things less problematic by doing some public show of generosity or charity or support. Just trying to balance out the bad press, you know, like, well, if you're going to hear about my horrible night out of partying, I might as well also make sure that there's some sort of press that's coming out about some volunteer work that I did or some donation that I made. They're trying to manage this bad press. What can I do to make me look a little bit less bad? Don't hate me. I'm still pretty cool. I know I did that one thing, but like, you know, we're still cool, right? You can still feel inspired by me. Sure. More inspired by a ham sandwich. Ten of Swords in the reverse again. They lied about the issue and made it worse. So it's not even just you've been caught. Oh my God, the Chariot again in the same spot. You guys, someone might be going to jail. I'm not going to lie. Someone might be going to jail. It's the Chariot, clarified by the Eight of Swords. Just a quick reminder, that's the Eight of Swords. Lots of fun being had there. Not really. I think someone's going to jail, you guys. I'm just going to say it. In part because they did something they should not have done, and then they lied about that something that they did. They make it worse for themselves. It's like, yo, have you heard the expression, just like rip the Band-Aid off? Because I feel like you're over here like, oh, goody, let's make this painful. How can I make this worse for myself? Sometimes there are steps that one can take to mitigate the fallout or try to appease the masses, right? I watched the show Scandal. She had a whole strategy, but like sometimes it's way too obvious that what you're doing is a strategy. If you found somebody following Dennis's system for how to, you know, get ladies from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the insight that you have into that system because you'd seen that episode, I'm pretty sure you'd be like, it's a no for me. Not interested. Thanks, though. This is like, I feel like I have the PR strategy that I need. Everything will be fine. I can address this and there'll be like no problems, just like minimal problems, right? They're trying to not lose money. They're trying to not be canceled or not have events canceled, perhaps. How can I reduce or like minimize the problems that happen? All right, I think we need the Kipper because there's a few legal ones in here. We'll see. That is tricky. You got to have a sense of self. Interesting that that's what we were talking about, Rachel, and then false person comes out. Everybody look at me. This is who I am. This is what I believe. This is how I act. And then, oops, just kidding. It looks like you found out that that's not how I really do things. And I feel like this gift is indicative of what makes this person stand out. This could be somebody who's artistic. This could be somebody who is incredibly advanced in terms of science, math, something. But it is, here's who I am. I'm not going to let you see who I really am, though. So we have journey, number 10, and marriage. I really do feel like there's a decent percentage here of the Emperor's King of Cups that are married and they stepped out on their spouse. And they might have some following online where people are like, oh, golly gee, your marriage is just so perfect. How do you do it? It's like you were made for each other. Oh my gosh. But they weren't. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. All right, this is the Samson Word Day. It's really interesting to get this Tree of Life card when we're talking about somebody who has basically been caught doing something they shouldn't have, because it really does make me feel this person has felt like they achieved an important milestone or dealt with something that was holding them back. And I feel like that's what people know them for. Queen of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Samson birthday, which is death. Yeah. They decided to take a little bit of a detour on their spiritual journey because of this Queen of Cups. And now they're worried that because of this thing that happened with the Queen of Cups, their ability to make money or their standing in society is threatened. And they probably should have seen that one coming. Probably. Hello, Paul. Too many scandals, not enough sandals. I love it. Hello, Mona. How are you doing? All right. Hermit in the reverse. You know better. You knew this was going to cause problems. You knew eventually something would happen. But yet you still made this decision. You still decided to be reckless. This could be a sense of, oh, I'm rich enough, or oh, I'm popular enough. Nothing bad will ever happen to me. Knight of Wands, 10 of Wands in the reverse. But they acted foolishly. They did something without thinking about it and got themselves into not so great a situation. For some of you, literally a jail cell, right? Not fun times here. Ace of Pentacles. You're going to try to buy their way out of this. Or they're assuming that their position in society will grant them some sort of immunity, or, oh, it's okay, never mind. Or maybe we can discredit somebody's story. High Priestess, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting, because we had the High Priestess in the reverse, a few cards up in the same column. I don't like it, though. This Queen of Cups did something to cause this scandal. They knew that they were involved in something that could tarnish the reputation or ruin the reputation of this emperor. And they did something to make it worse. I don't know. Maybe they just wanted the fame. They wanted the fame. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I do that? Shucks. Now everyone's going to know my name. I'm using a feminine voice because it's a feminine character on here. And so is Muerte. Santa Muerte. But this is somebody who's willing to put themselves in a compromising scandal with this emperor because they're okay with the attention. So this emperor in the reverse may have thought that the Queen of Cups, that doesn't have to be literally a person. It could be like a group of friends. It could be a little bit of behavior. But this is somebody realizing they should not have given into this temptation, that it was inevitable that things would be found out. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. The Lovers in the reverse. Two of Cups in the reverse. As a result, there is a long-term relationship that ends. So, especially since we had the marriage card come out, it feels pretty likely this King of Cups is married. This King of Cups could be female. Let's keep that in mind. But whatever they did is leading to arguments, lack of trust. This "I trusted you" could be literally coming from that person's spouse. But with the world card, I really do feel like this is happening in the context of a community. Everybody's aware of it. Everybody's like, hold on. I just gotta make some popcorn. I'll be right back. Don't fight. Don't, just hold on. Okay, now I'm ready. Fight. There's awareness and people that know things are going to change because of this information coming out. Hello, Johnny. How are we doing today? Hello, Doris. I hope you're having a good day. All right, let's see what else we've got. I think we need a few cards from the What's the News, don't you? I think so. What else do we have? Penny pinching, financial struggle, saving up, and budgeting. So there were some financial concerns for this King of Cups. Bonnie and Clyde, Ride or Die, Us Against the World, Dedicated Partnership. There are a lot of people who felt like this King of Cups and their spouse would be together for a very long time. Maybe not. Frenemy, fake friends, two-faced, hidden intentions. Because the King of Cups has been two-faced and has tried to hide who they are or what their intentions are, they are losing this Bonnie and Clyde connection. They have broken that trust. Hello, Miss Disco. How we doing? I hope you're having a good day. What's up, Matt? How are you? I love Letterkenny. I haven't watched it in a while though. Or the second series that they made. I can't remember what it's called. It doesn't start with an S. It's his other character, right? Anyways. Graduation day, leveling up, lessons learned, acquired wisdom. This is, I think, whoever's been dealing with, maybe even married to this King of Cups, people who have been following realize, you're just kind of a fraud. So I guess I'm not going to put you on a pedestal or feel like your advice is worth it. Lipstick evidence. You might have been trying to pretend like you had the most There's a betrayal here. Remember I said it feels like this person involved in the scandal with the King of Cups left something behind or did something to make it more likely they would get talked about. I feel like it could be something to do with a picture. They sent the picture somewhere or they left it somewhere or something. They have something incriminating and it's probably a picture. So we could also have this King of Cups potentially being blackmailed. It's just not a nice thing to do, you guys. So don't do it. This is the Fairy Lenormand. Hello, en France. How are we doing today? Number 1, R-I-D-E-R, the writer. Somebody who arrives in person with news. This really makes me feel like it's a scandal that people talk about. Oh, you guys, here we got the whip. This feels to me like it is on the newspaper. Like the scandal is being delivered, is showing up on people's doorsteps, or is all over the internet. People are like, hey, guess what this person did? Remember they said that they were super awesome and respectable and honorable and stuff? No. Just kidding. So this is an interesting card, okay, you guys? This is generally about punishment. But it can also be talking about some physical intimacy interests. I think I did that quite well. I'm very proud. Okay, you saw it. We got the whip, you guys. I think we have at least one new person today on my channel. Whenever this card comes out, I have 3 of them throughout. Then I do a little joke for you guys called the whip. The whip. No, not the whip. The whip. No, please, not the whip. The whip. No, please, anything but the whip. Anything? The whip. This is front and center. People are talking about it. That's just how it is. And I feel like that Queen of Cups is all about it. They're like, oh my God, did you hear? Everyone's talking about me. I know they're calling me a horrible person, but isn't that cool? Number 7, which is the snake. And number 12, the birds. Yeah, they're talking about you, but not necessarily in a good way. They don't have good things to say about this person. But that's okay. Their thought is, any press is good press. I'll be fine. Let's get a few from the character oracle. We have the Coach card. So that is, I feel, the King of Cups energy. So they're trying to help people address something in their life, right? I'll be this like role model for you, and you can aspire to be like me. You can make money like I do, or you can be famous like I am, or you can have a relationship like I do. Here's how you do it. And then we got the musician. Composer of harmony, creation, passion, soulful sound, and celebration. You're not going to get me to say it. I know what you're thinking. I'm not going to say it. Stop, really? Y'all are killing me. All right, so now we have the, is it Baird or Bard? No one's ever told me. Actually, maybe you told me and I didn't see it in the comments. B-A-R-D. I'm going to go with Bard. Kind of sounds like Bart, but that's okay. Keeper of epic tales, ballads, legends. This is a musician. Still's got a guitar. I'm saying it like that because that's how my great aunt says it, and I love it. Barber, artist of tresses. What a great name. I want that. Can I get a business card that says, Carmen, artist of tresses? Trimming, beautification, adornment, and fashion. So there could be ties to fashion. This is someone in the public eye, though. All right, we'll grab a few from the situations deck, and then I might call it. Did I say hello to Peggy? I feel like I did. Did I? I think so. I'm glad. All right, what else do we have? Roller coaster, highest high, adrenaline rush, insatiable, unquenchable, wanting more. This is the King of Cups energy. I know there's going to be problems, but I can't help it. I can't resist. But they should have. This could be about physical intimacy that happened while away on a trip. If it's a musician, a tour. And now we have somebody that feels it's the right time to sell their property. Could be the spouse. Yeah, discarding, throwing out. Now that I know who you are, I'm done with you. I don't want to be in a relationship with you anymore. 2 of Cups in the reverse, right? So it's because there's proof. I know that you were spending time with that person. All right. Hello there, Carrie. How are you doing? Ooh, well, the truth always comes out eventually, right? That's why we try to be honest people. All right. I love you all. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for liking the video on the way out if you haven't already. I'll see you on the next reading. Toodles.